Hey y'all, I haven't done a video in a super long time because I've been dealing with my life and health challenges and work and just my kids and my husband and just life. So it's been a minute, but I'm gonna get on here and speak on something that I'm very sensitive to, something that bothers me, something that I can empathize with a lot of dads and some of you mothers out there too. And it's simply the other parent keeping the child away from the non-custodial parent, or the primary parent keeping the child away from the secondary parent, or two parents that have equal amount of custody and they're playing games with each other and using the children as pawns to do it. Turn this off so y'all can hear me better. That's wrong. God don't like it. It says it in his word that he doesn't like ugly. Y'all stop it. You mothers, stop holding the babies and the children away from their daddy. Them kids deserve to be with their daddy. Y'all let them babies be with their daddy. And vice versa. If the dad is the primary parent, stop holding them babies or stop holding them kids away from their mother. Stop it. You're not hurting the other parent. You're only hurting the kids. The kids are the only one who actually suffers. Yeah, the parent's feelings get hurt. The parent who gets the least amount of time with the children, their feelings get hurt. They get upset. It hurts their ego, their pride. It makes them feel a type of way, sure. But the only person who really actually truly suffers is the children, because the children have to pick up all of this negative, bad energy in their childhood. The children have to process this. The children have to feel this. The children have to go through this. And a lot of times, if the child is older, past toddler age, and they're an adolescent or a teenager, the child is being made to feel like they have to choose one parent over the other. And that's not cool. It's not right. It's wrong. Let me tell you what I did in my situation. When my husband and I, we split, I let my children decide which parent they wanted to stay with. Why? Because I didn't want to be like majority of the women out there who keep the children away from the dad. I don't believe in keeping my kids away from their father. And I believe a lot of people out there should not believe in keeping the children away from the mother and vice versa. Like, these kids need both parents. And what we got to learn how to do as adults and as moms and dads is we got to learn how to compartmentalize and learn how to separate our problems with each other from the children. Our problems with each other ain't got nothing to do with these babies. I'm going through it right now and learning and realizing that, my kids need their dad just as much as they need me, and they need me just as much as they need their dad. And when you take that away from a kid, you cause them so much pain and suffering. You cause them so much loss. You cause them a lot of grief. You cause them a lot of sadness. You create an open pathway for depression, and depression is a mental illness. Y'all stop it. Moms and dads, start working together for these babies. Put your differences and problems aside and come together for your children. Your child's mental health is important, not your ego, not your pride. Y'all stop trying to hurt each other and hurting these children in the process. Y'all can be better than this. We can be better than this. My face is really not that fat, y'all. I swear this is the camera, because many people at my job tell me how much weight I'm losing and I have lost. So this camera just makes me look super fat. So that's the only thing that the camera is not telling the truth about. My face is really not this fat. But anyway, here's a bonus clip. The bonus clip is this. If the child is crying If the child is sad all the time, if the child is acting out, if the child is just showing signs of, anger, depression, sadness, or any kind of signs that the child is being disturbed, don't ignore that. Please don't ignore that. See to it that you flip that and change that around for your child's mental health, for your child's well-being, for your child's sake, because at the end of the day, it takes two people to have a baby. It takes two people to bring a child into this world. It takes the man's sperm for a woman to get pregnant, and it takes a woman to get pregnant for the man's sperm to be placed somewhere so that the child can be developed. Moms and dads need to be working together more. Moms and dads need to stop playing the mind games and the head games. Stop always wanting to be in control all the time, because it's not about you. Moms and dads, it ain't about us when we have children. It's about these kids. It's about the babies. We have to put our children's happiness before our own. And I constantly practice this daily. I don't care how much it hurts my feelings. I don't care how much it disappoints me emotionally. I always put my children's happiness first. Always. When it comes to their dad, me, other people being involved, like if your child is happy, let it be. Or if your child is happy, get up and make a difference. Do what makes that child happy. You understand me? And then to have constant conversations with your children, check in. How many times I check in with my kids and ask them questions, ask them how they feeling, what they doing, how they day went. I ask my son all the time, my youngest one who moved back with me, am I doing a good job as a mom? Is there anything I can improve on? I ask those type of questions. I ask my daughter the same thing, the one who is staying with her dad. Hey, babe, I love you. I miss you. I think about you all the time. Is there anything that I can do better? I ask those type of questions. I mention those type of things. The kids who are around me, like my oldest son who moved out, I always gave him hugs. I had check-ins with him, and I gave him hugs. I have check-ins with my youngest son, and I have check-ins with my daughter. I have check-ins with my kids, y'all, because, at the end of the day, man, we be hustling and bustling, and we get so busy, and we forget to make sure that we're doing what we're supposed to do as moms and dads. And our children grow up and they start griping and having all of these lists of things that they wish that we would have done better, or they wish that they would have had, or, you know what I mean? Now, the only thing that I can speak on is say that when it comes to finances, that ain't my greatest area. I know I was always the one working in my relationship. It was always my spouse that was not working. He was always the one that didn't have a job. So I had to carry a lot of the workload financially. I had to carry a lot of the responsibilities financially. A lot of the pressure was on me financially. And I didn't like that. I really wanted my husband to share that responsibility with me and help me out in that area. But he was always doing something else. He always had his mind on something else. And the times that he did try, I just felt like he didn't try hard enough. Like the one or two times that he didn't get a good answer, I felt like he just gave up easily or gave up quick and didn't put in a real tumultuous effort to help me in that area. And I had these conversations with him. I tell him, I say, to this day, our children suffer because you didn't do a lot of your part financially, and our children suffered because of that. And you have to do a better job of taking ownership of that and stop allowing me to get the blame for it, because I did everything that I was supposed to do. I did everything that I could. I'm still doing everything that I can. And now he's finally working, which is great. But I'm saying this to say that your child's mental health is important. Us moms and dads got to do a better job of making sure our children's mental health is where it needs to be. Because that's the main thing that us moms and dads, we get wrong a lot of times, and we mess up on a lot of times, is we don't make sure we're doing the best for the children. We're only thinking about ourselves and doing what's best for ourselves, and thinking about our ego, and thinking about us getting our way and what makes us happy. But we have to, the moment we became moms and dads, was the moment that it was no longer about us. It became about them babies. The moment that that child was conceived, it became about that baby. So that's the sacrifice that we make being a parent, is we have to put that child first. Moms and dads, we have to start putting these babies first. And that's all I have to say. I have nothing else to say. And then one little last thing I want to mention is that for those of you moms who keep the children away from the dad because you believe it's protecting the child, that's one thing. Because sometimes moms do it because the dad have a real problem. The dad is a drug addict. The dad is in prison. The dad don't come around. The dad don't want to be around. So you got some deadbeats out there, actually. And you have situations where the dad don't want to be involved. At that point, it ain't your fault. You kind of just got to move forward with you and that baby, or you and them kids. Because some people have a situation where the father is actually a deadbeat. The father don't want to be included. The father don't want to be involved in the child life. So at that point, you're not wrong then. At that point, you kind of just got to do what you got to do. Take care of them babies and move forward. And the same on the other side of the coin, you got some mothers out there who are deadbeats too. And it's not involved in the child's life, don't take care of the child. But the most common thing we always hear, it's always the dads who are the deadbeats. So mothers out there are deadbeats too. It's just not as common as it is for a father to be a deadbeat. So if you are in a situation where you have children with a deadbeat, then it's not your fault. Then you have nothing to worry about. Then what I was saying prior, this does not apply to you. If you are a parent with someone who is a deadbeat, this conversation does not apply to you, because this is out of your control. You can't change the fact that the mom don't want to be involved or the dad don't want to be involved. At this point, it ain't your fault. So if the dad don't want to be involved, he don't want to take care of his seed, that ain't your problem. You just do you at the end of the day. All right, well, that's it. I am done. Peace out. Y'all have a good one.